Hi there, welcome back to my channel. I am Karla and I'm a certified divorce lending professional, otherwise known as a CDLP. Ideally, I help both parties when they're going through a divorce so that I can be more effective and help them find the best outcome. So as a CDLP, I not only help structure your loan, I help you to structure your divorce. I want to say that again because it's really, really important. I help you to structure your divorce so that it's done properly within the lending guidelines and we will have a positive outcome in the end. Okay, so today we're going to talk about, can you buy a house prior to your divorce being final? And I have to tell you, you absolutely can, but everybody's situation is unique and different. I'll be posting a new video every Tuesday and Thursday, and I will be going through everything that you need to know when dealing with homeownership during a divorce. I am most effective if I can be involved early on in the divorce and then throughout the entire process. If you're not in the beginning stages of your divorce, that's okay, I can still help. As much as I love sharing all of this advice with you, you can't do the lending piece on your own. It's really, really important that you call me early on and that you take advantage of the expertise and the experience that I have as a certified divorce lending professional. My team and I would love to help you with all of your lending needs. Please just call the phone number that's popping up here below. We would love to set up a time to connect with you and talk through your unique situation. I also want to remind you that I am not an attorney. I cannot speak about anything along the lines of legal, so I'm not giving any legal advice here, but we can talk about some legal concepts. And because of my experience, I've seen a lot, and so I can at least direct you to the right person who can help you get the answer to the question that you have. Okay, let's dive in. So let's talk about occupancy first, because occupancy fraud actually makes up about 40% of the fraudulent loans that are being done today. And what I'm talking about here is people purchasing homes maybe as a primary residence, but then they are actually renting it out as an investment property. So that's one of the flags that underwriting sees if you're trying to purchase a home prior to your divorce being final. They're seeing that maybe you're purchasing a home that's much less in value than the current home that you are owning. What that indicates to an underwriter is that you are either purchasing this home as an investment property, and so you're not being truthful about the occupancy, or they're like, ding, 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 maybe there is a divorce going on here. So the problem here becomes, if you are going through a divorce, we want to know, well, the underwriting department wants to know, are you incurring any other debts? Are you the one that's going to be paying child support or separate maintenance? Or are you going to be awarded some debts that maybe aren't even in your name right now? So that's why it's really important that this part of it is addressed. Okay, so underwriting is going to be curious about the occupancy on this property. So one way that we get around that is if you have already filed your separation agreement, we can then show them that we have a filed separation agreement, and that shows how everything is separated out, okay? So if we can show underwriting that we have a court-stamped separation agreement, then we can follow what that agreement says in terms of who's getting what, who's paying who, etc. So the next part of the qualification during this period of your divorce is, will you qualify? Okay, so there's some different things that we can do around the qualifying piece, and this is where it is really, really important that I'm involved early on in the process, because you may or may not qualify for this new home with your current mortgage against you. But if we're working together in an amicable divorce situation, we can award your ex-spouse that mortgage debt, because it sounds like maybe that ex-spouse is probably going to keep the property if you're buying a new property, right? So we can award that debt to the ex-spouse so that it's no longer counted against you moving forward. So that's one of the things that we can do. And then also, if in the event that you need maintenance or child support to help you qualify for the new home, something that we would do in this case is we would put temporary orders in place, and we would put that into the separation agreement so that we can start counting that towards your income. Now there's a little bit more to that, and I'm going to record another video about temporary orders specifically. It's not that easy, but that's the beginning stages and the start of it. So the two important things when you're trying to purchase a home prior to your divorce being final is one, that we address the occupancy status to make sure that there's nothing fraudulent going on there in the underwriter's eyes. And then the second thing is that you qualify with your debt to income. And so it's even possible for some people to purchase a home if they don't even have a job, because maybe you're getting some maintenance or some child support that can help make up for that. I know many of you that are watching this might already be partially into your divorce, or some of you maybe have just been contemplating it for like the last 6 months or 3 months. I know how this goes. There's a lot of laying awake at night trying to run through all of these different scenarios, but you really need to have somebody with my expertise to help you figure out what the real scenarios are and if they make sense or not. I'm sure some of you are getting loads of advice from coworkers, family, friends. Believe me, your divorce is going to be different than their divorce. You need to make sure that you are talking to the experts that handle a divorce. This is what we do, and this is what really sets us apart from your typical lender. It is never too early to figure this out, but sometimes it can be a little bit late and we have to go back and get modifications done to your separation agreement. What I hear from most people after I get off of an initial phone call with them is, God, I wish I would have called you earlier. Or I wish I would have called you before my divorce was final. I hear that one a lot. If you don't know where to start with me. I have some amazing resources I'm happy to connect you with and refer you out to. And remember, I am a licensed mortgage lender, and we would love to help you with all of your lending needs, but we specialize in divorce. So please make sure that you're calling me when you're going through a divorce so that I can help you in the best way possible. Again, give me a call or a text at this phone number that's popping up here below. We're happy to communicate with you in whatever way works best for you, and I look forward to sharing again with you really soon.